So you have originally argued that Brazil doesn't have the right originally, and instead it's to do with the original Brazilian tribes and people like that. But how have they claimed the land? Through homesteading, the exact same process which you argue we do not have the right to the land, in which people move onto the land, claim it as their own. So, yeah, sorry. Whilst you've argued against private ownership, it can actually be a positive move. The private ownership of land encourages the care of the land, as ultimately they are the ones who are at risk if that land runs out. It's not worth to them anymore. Therefore, by selling off certain things to sustainable companies, we can actually promote the sustainable and the security of the natural land. Through our arguments, we have shown that state ownership is for security both physically and economically, as well as from a cultural standpoint, and is vital for survival of Brazil and the Amazon as it is known at the moment. What gives you the right to make the decision from being so far away? We the people are Brazil. Whilst we do not disagree, there are several groups and individuals who have claims to the Amazon. It's without doubt that we are the individuals most affected. It should be us making the decisions which need to be made. The people living within shouting distance of the forest, not businessmen and politicians living thousands of miles away. The Amazon has become a symbol for our country, and for many it's the first thing that comes to mind when thinking of Brazil. The forest is intrinsic in what we stand for, and is vital for us as a people for physical and psychological influences. Although Brazil as a state came into being in 1822, our ancestors, being both people from overseas and people living here before, have lived in this area for hundreds of years. By removing 40% of Brazil's territory, as you suggest, you are nullifying years of history between us and the forest, and the security of many families' income. It is irrefutable that we are in a crisis, and as you know, we're in a dire economic situation. Our Amazon is the only resource that can boost our failing economy, whether through extraction of resources such as timber, oil, and natural medicines, to name a few, providing jobs and income from exports and investments for our people, or through debt relief and carbon offsetting, such as the sustainable Cut 1, Plant 3 campaign. What you are arguing for is the access to these resources for free by removing our right to sell, which would write us off for good. It is possible to achieve many of the aims which you are arguing give you rights over us, whilst keeping the Amazon within our control and our discretion, such as protecting the history of the indigenous people, maintaining the forest and selling resources such as sustainable medicines, whilst all the while maintaining national security, all the while benefiting us, the people who are most affected by the outcome of this debate. It is a closed-minded and hypocritical view that we are not thinking in the best interest of the world, coming from countries who destroy their own forests and exploit resources for their own gain already, yet shudder at the thought of us moving forward on the road to economic stability with our own resources, simply to preserve your construct of what the forest is to you. Without the Amazon, we are not Brazil.